Hi, I'm Erin with Clever Bloom, and the Weekend Warriors and I are going to show you today how to make your own concrete air plant stand.
Erin, thank you so much for having us over.
You bet.
We had you on the show a while back, and you brought us these air plants. I've never seen these before in my life. What in the world are these?
They're pretty crazy, right? Well, air plants are Tillandsia, and they actually are epiphytic plants, which means they don't require soil to grow. So in their natural environment, they grow in the tufts of trees, and we have them in our homes. They don't require anything but a little bit of water and makes them easy to display around the house.
Yeah, you actually brought us the idea for this little display right here using concrete and copper wire.
Yeah.
I thought it was so cool. I went home and I figured out how to make one myself. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna show you how to make this concrete block holder. So there's actually a lot of different styles that you can make using concrete, because the thing about concrete is when you make the mold, it takes the shape of whatever you pour it into. So I tried a couple different things here. I made one smooth and I made one super rough using cedar fence boards as a mold. So it kind of turns out really, really rough.
Yeah. So Corey, what's the first step?
Well, so the first step is to make the mold. And I think we're gonna try and do the smooth one again. So to get this smooth face, what I did was I found some super smooth plywood. And it's called AC plywood. It's got an A face on it, and it's got a lot of different plies here. So I took this to my saw and I cut little strips because I wanted to do a 2" by 2" block.
Okay, is it pretty easy to cut? What do you use?
I use a miter saw, but yeah, you could use any saw to cut this with. So I cut 2 pieces that were 3 inches, like this, and 2 pieces that are 2 inches. So when you put them together, the inside mold is 2 inches square. But you couldn't just put that together like that, because as soon as you pour concrete in, it'll fall over. And the other thing is this wood face, the concrete would tend to stick to that. So what we're gonna do is take this tape. It's actually made for the HVAC industry. It's this foil face tape. It's super smooth and concrete won't stick to it.
It doesn't have to be this kind of tape. Any kind of tape that you put on there would keep it from sticking to the wood.
Absolutely.
Give it a smooth surface.
So we're gonna cut this into pieces just long enough to cover the face of this wood.
Would you hand that to me and I'll start sticking those on.
So while you're doing that, what else do we need to do?
Well, we also need to cut and bend pieces of metal here to stick down into the concrete.
Perfect. So what's kind of cool about this is that there are different types of wires we can use. You used a copper, which is really cool.
Yeah.
At craft stores, you can also find different types of gauges and different colors, which is cool. So we have like a black and a silver, and you can use whatever you want to sort of fit in with your decor at home. So I'm gonna use this black. I'll just start getting going on this. I think about 1 foot or so is a really good size. We can always cut back if we need to. It's easy to find stuff around the house to use.
So to get this done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these up like this, and we're gonna have to tape them together. Yeah, if you wanna hold that, I'll tape this like this. Thank you, Tony. Just like that. So now we're gonna put these like this to create our square mold.
Great.
And then we'll tape those together.
Do you think it's necessary to get a good seal all the way down that crack, or do you think just holding it together like this is
I think
good
just
enough?
holding it, if we hold it together pretty tight, tape all the way around it.
Okay.
Oh man, it's a good thing you guys aren't doctors.
Perfect. So just like that, we have a nice square with a shiny inside that the concrete won't want to stick to. So now what we need to do is glue this down to the surface of this tin shingle so that the concrete doesn't ooze out the bottom.
Okay, so what's the best type of glue to use on those materials?
I think hot glue. I used hot glue when I did mine. It worked really, really well. So we've brought with us some Gorilla Glue hot glue sticks. We just need to get this plugged in and get it warmed up. All right, so we'll let this dry, and in the meantime, we'll get our concrete ready to mix and then get it poured inside. And to do that, we're going to use some fast setting concrete. This is called Fast Patch. It's just a powdered mix that you mix with water. It sets really, really fast.
So what do we need to actually make the concrete work?
Well, so there's a lot of different ways to mix concrete. What I found for projects like this, the easiest way is to take a Ziploc baggie, just like this, like a big gallon Ziploc, and we're going to take and scoop the concrete.
I have to say, you're genius, because the last time I tried to do a concrete project, it was everywhere.
That seems about right. So we got the concrete all mixed up in this bag, and it's somewhat thin, and hopefully that will give us no air bubbles inside of the mold here.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is cut the corner, just the corner there. So what I'm gonna do here is bang this up and down a little bit just to get all of the air bubbles to rise to the top. And now all we have to do is stick this down in there and let it cure. But I don't think the concrete is hard enough or ready for this to, I think this would tip over if we stuck it in there right now.
Okay, well, why don't we just stick a piece of tape over it and then we can pop the wire right through the middle.
Oh, you mean like a piece of tape across here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see. Just stab this through the tape. Try to find the center there. Just like that?
Right, yeah.
While we're waiting for that to dry up enough to take it out of the mold, why don't you take a minute, Erin, and tell us a little bit about how to care for air plants once you've got them in your favorite displays.
Well, like we talked about earlier, they don't require soil, so we don't need to worry about that. But one thing I do is I keep up on the watering. So I just get a jar of room temperature water and I stick the plants in there. That's it. And you can shove as many in there as you can make fit. And I leave them in there for about 30 minutes. Okay, once you're done, you pull them out, and typically I set out a towel or something, a paper towel, and you want to let them dry upside down, just like that. And that allows the water to run out, so you don't have a lot of water sitting in there, and you don't want to put it back in your display right away, because then the water soaks in there and it can mold or mildew. So let's keep it up on its top. Let it dry for about an hour or two. Then it's just ready to put back in your display.
And how often do you water?
It depends on how much light it's getting, but if you have it near a window, I would water about once every 12 to 14 days.
That's a great tip. Well, there you have it. We're so happy how these things turned out. They look really, really cool. Thank you so much to Erin and Clever Bloom. If you want to go check out more cool stuff like this, you can go follow her on Instagram. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe down below.
This has been another episode of Your Weekend Warriors Home Improvement Show.
We'll see you next time.